Hey everyone, I just did a video on the history of the Alcone Company, but I just reviewed it after I posted it, and it's so glitchy. You can barely hear what I'm saying and the point I'm trying to get across. So, I'm just gonna do a recorded video. So I'm sorry if anybody has questions and I can't answer them while I'm on the video because it's pre-recorded. But you guys will get to know the Alcone Company and how it started. Okay, so let's just jump right in. So, Alcone Company started in 1952. That is crazy to me how old it was. When I first joined, I did not know that it started that long ago. But it started as a pharmacy that also sold cosmetics and false eyelashes to showgirls and other starlets in the New York area. Limelight's philosophy is to make the best products and to take them from the best products from around the world and offer them at affordable prices so everyone can benefit from that. So it's not just, like the starlets and the showgirls and everybody. It's, people like me, just the mom down the street that can pick up the makeup, So I think that's really neat that they were able to expand their business to be able to get it into our hands, So Alvin and Harriet Cohen opened up Alcone Company in the back of his parents' drugstore on 32 West 20th Street in New York. So they've always been New York based. So I think that's really neat that they haven't, they're a very steady, sturdy, and well-known company. They're not, moving around too much where people, people lose, not interest, but because, it's just they're jumping around. They're staying in one spot. They're servicing all the people from right around New York. So the company sells to showgirls, sells their eyelashes and other theatrical makeup and other lighting and other different production materials that, any theatrical people need. So in 1982, Vincent and Barbara Millardi, they bought out Alcone Company as a complement to their hardware store called Mutual Hardware, which I said this in the video. I thought that was kind of weird when I read that a hardware store would think to buy a company that's selling makeup and theatrical makeup, but it might have been one of their ideas, or let's expand what we offer. So, and they had the money, so they did that. So Alcone moved to a building next to the Mutual Hardware in spacious Long Island City in 1985. So they moved out of Alvin and Harriet's drugstore behind their parents' house. So then they had their own, place in Long Island City. So in 1987, their relationships were flourishing with different makeup artists around New York and different showgirls and in the Broadway industry. So in 1987, three men came seeking different supplies for their new show. And Alcone provided them with their makeup and paint and wished them well. Those three men were the Blue Man Group. In 1990, they started getting different exclusive makeup lines that would just sell through the Alcone Company. And one was Visiora. It's Visiora. Visiora. It's a French cosmetic line. This foundation became the standard use in high-definition film and TV in the 1990s. And they opened up a store in Chelsea at 233 West 19th Street. And then around in 1994, I said Alcone became the exclusive distributor of a product called Face to Face Super Matte Anti-Shine. Vincent brings that product to, where do you think? QVC. QVC. I never thought that. I used to watch it when I was younger, when I would hang out with my grandma. I never knew that any Alcone products would have been on there, but I think that's a really neat thing to look back on and know. And also in 1994, Alcone goes to the Home Shopping Network with their own beauty line called Beauty/Tech. It was a compilation of the best products and colors that Alcone sells, and this line was eventually evolved into the name called Alcone Home. In 1996, AlconeCo.com was launched. So that's really neat. I can't believe the internet was back in 1996. It makes me feel really old. And then in 1997, the creative director of a new Broadway show called The Lion King approached Alcone about providing all the makeup. So that's really cool. I also stated this in my video that I had to delete. Was The Lion King was my favorite movie, and then a few years after that, my school, it was my elementary school, I believe, took us to go see it in theater. So it makes me wonder if Alcone was the makeup that was being used there too. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also in 1997, it says, Alcone continues to grow and it eventually becomes the go-to store for almost every Broadway show and New York-based production. That is really neat. Okay, New York was and is still so huge in the TV and that industry. So that's so cool that Alcone actually provided most of the makeup and stuff and theatrical stuff for all, mostly all New York-based production. And says, they outgrew their space and moved to a larger warehouse. Alcone expanded into a full warehouse in 2001. In 2013, Alcone at Home is launched its way from makeup artists and makeup enthusiasts to sell professional makeup to women across the country. So not just, like I said, not just makeup artists and all them. It was expanding to more and more people across the country. And in 2014, AlconeCo.com is upgraded and Alcone Agency is launched. In 2015, Alcone at Home evolves into Limelight by Alcone and adds all natural skincare to their existing makeup line. In 2017, Alcone Pro was launched, and that actually is for makeup artists and makeup enthusiasts, and it's run by Alcone Agency, and you can actually download and put all your portfolio on your website, on the Alcone website, and you actually get your own link with whatever name you pick, and you can basically carry around your makeup portfolio right in your hand instead of having to carry it in a physical portfolio. You can actually just have it in, on your phone or your tablet, and you can pull it up wherever you need, at an interview or something like that. So I think that's really cool that they started that. So I actually joined that. So whenever I do anybody's makeup, I can post it on there and actually get you, seen by more people, people in the industry and stuff like that. So, also, Limelight by Alcone has been, and the Alcone Company have been featured in Vogue, Lucky, Elle, Cosmo, Allure, Harper's Bazaar, Glamour, and New York. I think that's amazing. It just shows you that they are well known, not just like a makeup thing, but their skincare and everything. People are recognizing what professional makeup really is and what what that actually means. And it's not just professional makeup means it's used by professionals. It's professional makeup because the pigment, the formulations, the ingredients are professional, are amazing, are top of the line, They have such amazing ingredients, amazing pigmentations. That's what professional makeup is. And I think the company is amazing, and and it's very rare in a direct selling company to actually have started out being a normal company, beforehand, and actually launching a platform for direct sales. So they're not just letting women get their hands on amazing makeup, but they're letting women make their own living and make their own money and so they're not just helping them with their skincare and makeup, they're actually helping them make a future for themselves, and like how I am. So I think that's so cool that they have the ability to do this. And you can tell they're not out for money, because they were like a $1 billion company before they ever had Limelight by Alcone. They're huge. They didn't need this, but they wanted to help people, and they wanted to, like I said, get the makeup and professional skincare in the hands of everyday people. So I just think that's so cool that it's like they're not out just for money. They're out there to actually physically help others. And I just want to let you guys know a little bit about that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's not super long. And if you have any questions, please let me know, because I will be definitely happy to answer them. And I will be posting my link in the comments. So if you want to go check out the makeup or skincare, or the theatrical makeup, or Alcone Pro, where you can look at different profiles and portfolios, anything, you can go there and you'll be able to see all that. So thank you for listening, and I hope you guys have a good Saturday night.